Let's go. Some quick little technical difficulties there, but we are ready to go. What's up, Mike? Well, Mike is here. Be like Mike. And then there's P Dub. Hello. Howdy to Phillies fan. Nice win today, buddy. I didn't get to see most of it, but I read your quick recap about it and got to see that. So happy that you won there. That's good. But rolling with a mug today. This is a nice little Brewers mug. Will take me out to the ball game. Nice that you guys can read it and everything. It's very cool. So I'll look right at the game right now. We'll go big right there. This is Bacon's fictional franchise. I am Bacon96_OS. There's a guy on Twitch who's also named Bacon96. Don't get confused. I am Bacon96_OS. So we're just about done with the regular season. We were eliminated in this game as the Atlanta Kings, and of course the Spiders had been eliminated for a while, even though they decided to win 3 out of 4 against one of the better teams in the entire AL, against Seattle, that was, and then lost the last one just by 2 runs. But nice little finish there for Cleveland. So we'll simulate the rest of the regular season right here, and then I'm going to stop and then save because I want to look at it later myself. But we'll at least just go through it all right now. And there it is. There are the wins. Cleveland finishes with 73 wins. And here is Atlanta. They finished with 78. Both teams under 500. Not too surprising since I sold at the deadline for both teams. So it isn't shocking at all. It's a great night to have a productive offseason. Yeah, it's going to have a lot more action than the 2020-2021 actual offseason. We're going to do a quick speed run of this. It'll probably get to midnight local time for me. I'm thinking the offseason streams, I do generally take some time. Or offseason not when I'm streaming, just when I mess around on my own franchises. I usually take my time with it, but we'll kind of go through it fast. So like I said, I'm going to save here just so I can look at this later. That's just so I have an idea going back, looking at it. I usually do this with my franchises so I can look at career or minor league stats and some other stats as well. You think so? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you probably can't see it too great. Yeah, we'll do that right there then. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people are watching on mobile, but yeah, I'm sure this is significantly better than, yeah. Appreciate that tip, Sean. That's why you're a mod. So good. Glad to have you guys in here. Glad to have everybody watching. No gameplay today. We're just going to go through the offseason, speed run of the offseason. So let's take a look at the standings. I want to know who has the first overall pick. Cardinals are looking like the worst in the National League. They are. 66 wins. Better, Noble. Good. Good to hear. Yeah, much better, Mike. Great. Yeah, I'm sure if you guys are on mobile, then it really wasn't optimal. Again, I'm looking at my laptop right now, and I can read it all, but I also have the big screen right here, so it's a little different for me. So Cardinals finished with the worst record in the National League. The 2 wild cards were the Rockies and Giants. We expected that. Dodgers win the West. Brewers won the Central. That's surprising. They shouldn't usually win the Central. And then it's the Mets winning the NL East. Quick message from Bullet. He just texted me. If you guys know Bullet from OS, he said, have fun tonight and tell everyone I said Bacon is better. One of the bigger fans of the roster, unable to get on tonight. He said his internet was down. One of the guys who I text with every now and then, but a big fan of the roster from OS, Bullet. And he says, howdy. Blue Jays with the worst record in the American League. They only won 67 games. We have the second worst. Honestly, he probably is my number 1 fan. I mean, my mom pops in here from time to time, but it's between Bullet, my mom, and then maybe my brother. But the 3 of them are all neck and neck. Spiders finished with the second worst record in all of the American League at 73. So we'll have the 3rd overall pick. So there you go. If you guys were curious, Spiders will have the 3rd overall pick, finished with just 73 wins. I'm not going to math out where the Kings are because we're at 78. We'll probably be 10 to 12, maybe 14, something like that. I don't think any higher than that would make any sense. I should play against my mom on stream. That would be fun. That would be really funny. She has no clue what she's doing. I haven't played any video games with my mom. You're right, Noble. Yeah, Duran too. Duran has paid a lot of attention to the streams, and then he's actually posted a lot on the franchise progress thread. If you guys have been on OS, JRN Duran is here. He is one of the other really big fans of the roster too. And then MK Wee Freak Caleb. That's another one of my friends. I keep forgetting to tell his story. He's someone who got me into Twitch to begin with. He was a Mario Kart streamer and still is, as you can tell from his name, and a friend of mine who I went to high school with. So respect him. He's a mod. Paul, I'll beat you too. Yeah. J-Hack's been here a lot too, and then J-Hack's been there for you too. He's been around a lot. So J-Hack, if you're in here, we love you. We really appreciate you watching all these streams. So that's going to be it for the standings. I'm not really going to look at anything else because the Kings are going to be middle of the road, and I can't exactly predict where our pick will be. Here's the bracket for the playoffs. Again, we're just going to skip through this, just do a quick speed run after I look at awards. But here is the playoff bracket for this franchise. Mike, yeah, OGs, and then people who've just been supporting the stream. You don't have to have been the guy who's known about the roster for actual years. It's just nice to have you guys here now and you playing with the roster and in the Discord. So it's really cool to see. I think so too, Chase. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this stream goes in general. But yeah, lots of moves for me to make, lots of pitching decisions I have to make. So here, the wild card game for the American League is going to be the White Sox and the Red Sox. That's a nice little matchup right there. Then they'll play Baltimore, who got the 1 seed. I believe Baltimore was the only team that won 100 games. They did. They won 101 games. They were on pace to get there, and I didn't think anyone else would. And yes, that's correct. The Baltimore Orioles, you heard it here first, the Baltimore Orioles have won the most games in Bacon's fictional franchise. Crazy Coach, what's up? Yeah, Be Like Mike, I know you love it. That's why I had to repeat it to make sure you heard it. So that's going to be the matchup there. Minnesota and Seattle, another classic Bacon's fictional roster playoff matchup there. Seattle's one of my favorite teams in the American League, so cool there. They have the second best record. I did say on pace, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's different for wins than it is for home runs. Come on. But I guess. For the wild card matchup, flat out. We're flat out on pace to win 101 games. Yep, Padres last in the NL West. I'm not going to trade for Mike Garrison. No, that's a good suggestion, though, Coach. I would think about it, but his contract's way too affordable for a Kansas City team that plays in a small market. The National League wildcard game is San Francisco at Colorado. That's a good one. We played Colorado a bunch. And then the winner of that goes to the National League Western Division winning Los Angeles Dodgers. I saw Showtime's name pop up, and the Dodgers are even good in Bacon's fictional roster. On the other side, it's the Brewers and the Mets. So we'll do a quick – I want to look at stats first, and then we'll do a quick sim. So here we go. I have some notifications. Chase Parker and Mason Franklin both win Gold Gloves for the National League. Flat out bring Gavin Cook back? Okay, I can see. Of course, Trout hit another home run there. Yeah, Mets won the East. I knew that. Elijah Fujita is my NL Rookie of the Year. The power hitting shortstop. I had a bunch of home runs. What's up, Jake? Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Elijah Fujita with Rookie of the Year. He was a big contributor for us for these Kings. And then we'll look at the I want to look at the Spiders here. I'm sure I have notifications for them too. Webster led the league in stolen bases. He had 58. A lot of those not when I was playing the game. And then that's the only one there, it looks like. Yep. Twins won the AL Central. Okay, so we'll look at other leaders, though. Carlos Fuentes, a catcher, wins the batting title for the American League, a .325 batting average. Then Mayfield is second, so no Triple Crown. Matt Davis third, and then I'm not going to run through all these. We'll just look at the first 2 or 3 or so for each one. Adam Turner wins it for the National League. Bat first, contact hitting center fielder. Terrible on defense. Gavin Cook was not great for me. That's why I moved him. And yeah, talk to Noble if you want to talk some Gavin Cook talk. That dude loves Gavin Cook. There's others here too. I know Josh C. liked him a lot too. I'm not sure if he'll tune in. But he just doesn't seem to hit as great for me. Make a play for Kinsler, I might. Yeah, it depends on if he's a free agent. McCoy is second for the Brewers in batting average here. And then Rex West finishes at 313, a beautiful batting average there. West also led in hits, 193. Then Tompkins and McCoy. The American League was Mayfield, so no one got to 200 hits. And then TJ Reed at 179. Matt Davis again there, 178. The Mariners center fielder. There he is progressing still, just 25 years old. Yeah, Jake and I actually just had a couple beers, so we'll see how the stream goes. 600 at bats. They had 8 guys here with 600 or more. There's your boy Garrison, crazy coach. Michael McCoy destroys everything. Yes. Dean Summers with a consistent year. Velez had the most ABs there. Yeah, Mayfield at top. Of course. 19 and 44. What's he on pace for then there, Noble? Davey Romero was 621 in the National League, so they only had 3 guys get over 600 at bats. Again, that's a nice benchmark number. I'm not really looking for guys to emulate stats in real life, but it's nice to see these numbers like this come into play. Landry had 49 doubles, Gordon Landry. Then Tompkins, wow, these Nationals. And then a tie at third place with Orlando Blanco and Kenji Suzuki. 93 home runs. On pace, flat out on pace to get 93 home runs. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sean, if you can run it too, then I'd love that. I'm not sure if you can as a mod or not. But we'll probably do a couple of those later on. Mayfield led in doubles. He was the only guy with 50 or more, 55. Dean Summers, the speedster for those Orioles with 47. And then TJ Reed had 45. So did Homer Webster. There we go. Finally, we appear on the board. TJ Reed led in triples. He had 15. Can you believe that? 15 triples. Okay, yeah, Sean, let me know. 9 of them for Webster and Summers. Then 12 for Segovia. Yeah, no Evan Brenner. Yeah, that's real surprising. Yeah, okay. Lewis Landry, and then there's Kyle Richardson for the Phils. They all had 9. Again, we're just looking at the first 3 or so at each category. Caleb Presley is the home run leader on Bacon's fictional roster. He has over 500 at 529 now. He had 46 this year to lead the senior circuit, the only guy with 40 or more. What's up, J-Hack? We were just talking about you. Yeah, Mike, you're always... Yup. They hit the gap so well. Nice speed, guys. There's Jimmy Lowe with 39, and then Rex West had 38. For the American League, 2 guys got over 50. Michael Mayfield with 53. I thought he was going to have a chance to break the home run record, actually, this single season. Anderson had 50. Isaac White with 41. Then we got to mention Avery Phillips with 40. Michael Mayfield led in RBI. So, again, what's going on? Okay, it says I'm live. Okay, Michael Mayfield with 139 RBI, so he led the American League in both homers and runs batted in. So like I said, he was just, 11 is actually a lot, but not too far away from that home run, or Triple Crown, I mean, because he led in home runs and runs batted in. He did not win the Triple Crown show. Real close. Oh, Clayton Anderson is definitely someone people sleep on, yeah. The Twins are loaded, too. Michael Mayfield is good, yeah. He's the best hitter on the roster. Got better at fielding, too. Look at that. +2. Let's get it. I'd like to see his stolen base total. Yeah, it's Mayfield first, 139, then 119 for Anderson. Yeah, Chase just shy. 108 for Jacob Green. Another great platoon bat here. One of the better bats against right-handed pitching, but then don't try to use him against lefties. First baseman Jacob Green. Isaac White at 106. There's Garrison with 103. A bunch of other guys with over 100, including Eddie Cole. Love to see Ed Cole with over 100. So 8 of them here in the American League. The National League, Rex West led. Then it was Presley with 114. Jimmy Lowe at 106. Boomer Moore 102. So the National League just a little bit behind offensively, it looks like, behind the American League here with these cumulative stats. Caleb Presley, 108 runs scored. West, 106. Junior Gonzalez, nice offensive and very good defensive shortstop for the Marlins there. Ask Armand Sword how much you like him. That's great, Sean. Good. I'm really happy about that. I'll probably send you a message or try to figure it out myself if I can't do it. But we'll try to do a couple polls in this video. And then there's Chris Redd. I should mention him too. Dodger second baseman, big time contact hitting dude and good enough on defense. Stolen bases for Yep, I looked at runs for both. Fuentes with 100. Yep. Stolen bases here. Gordon Landry with 39. Then Will Cooley, 34. J.C. Ray, 32. A couple others got over 30. Homer Webster with 58. Not even close led the American League. Then Macias with 35. How many homers did he get? He had only 18. Okay. This is a guy who could go 20, 20, maybe even 25, 25, or possibly a 30-30 season if you can get enough power against right-handers. But definitely a guy who could go 20-20 pretty easily. And then Carl Price with 34, the White Sox center fielder. Walks, Flores led there. Eddie Flores. Then it's Colby Relaford, 2 Yankees at the top. And then Deerdorf and Fuentes. That makes a lot of sense there. Landry with 100. Then Brandon Smith with 98. And Kenji Suzuki, 97 walks in the senior circuit. Suzuki led in on base percentage. Big-time contact here that walked a lot. Then McCoy and Brandon Smith. For the American League, Fuentes led 430. That's a nice on-base percentage right there. 430. Relaford was 413, and then Flores was just at 400 on the dot. Slugging, Mayfield with a nice 690. Very high. That's an insanely high slugging percentage. Dude just hit a bunch of doubles to go along with his home runs. So if you hit those 55 doubles there, like that's a great way to up that slugging percentage there. Yeah, Sean, we'll mess with it. And I actually did know about that. Yeah, I saw it on your channel too. Chase, you were used to be a teacher. I want to know more about that. Mayfield does rake exactly. Yeah, Chase, did you teach? You teach gym? Just curious, or Fayed? I don't want to offend anybody. Davis here with the second best slugging, and then Jacob Green had 579. Excuse me. National League, it was Presley first, 597, then West and McCoy. Taught gambling in Vegas. Oh, that's funny. Okay, OPS, Presley just shy of a thou right there, 999. Then McCoy, 960, West, 951. Again, we keep seeing the same guys here. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. You're going to have to update your Twitter there. Mayfield at the top here. Fuentes just snuck over again. This is a new guy to the stream roster. It's Carlos Fuentes. You can't see his face. I'm covering it up. But your history teacher. That's cool. Okay. He taught baseball. Yeah, if you're a coach, that doesn't mean you're a teacher. Unlike Crazy Coach, who's both. History of baseball. I love it. But yeah, that's Fuentes there second, and then Matt Davis third. We look at the National League already. Here's the American League pitchers. Colin Webster. Be like Mike. Are you looking at Colin Webster as your ace here? Because these always had him as their ace. 19 wins, 19-4 with a 2.91 ERA. That's beautiful. Tanner Blue is 16, and then so did Ben Robinson, another guy new to the stream roster. Then it's Cole Robertson with 22. We knew that was going to be the case. We saw him at over 20 before. Then it's Al Parker, 17. And a pair of Phillies, Marty Melancon and Tom Shields. And then there's my Miguel Cabrera with 14 in the National League to be fifth. Okay. Losses, I don't really like this leaderboard as much. I'd like to see who has the most losses instead of the least losses. So we're going to gloss over that. Seth Clark led the NL in saves, 51. Lamar Coates, and then Train Lucas. Joyner had 55 to lead the entire Major League Baseball. Then it was Lane Wright with 53. Grant Preston, 52. Not even a closer, but they have him closing games here. Yeah, Chase would be the teacher there, Coach. I've definitely learned some from Chase already, and I'm sure that I would learn a lot more in that class. Obermiller first, 219. Then it's Cox, 225. And Al Parker, the one shining star on the Diamondbacks, with a 2.29 ERA. Cole Robertson won all those games without the best ERA. That's great. Cam Brown, 2.18. Kinsler didn't lead it for the AL. He's at 247, and then Tim Red, 261. They had 5 total guys under 3. For the National League, it was a bunch more. So, yeah, the American League was a little bit more offensive-friendly this time around, and I didn't entirely notice that until we got a little later into the season. What's up, Michael Stacks? Welcome, buddy. Another guy who streams with the roster, Michael Stacks. Home runs allowed. This is the same thing as losses. I'd rather see whoever allowed the most home runs instead of the least. I think they're at the bottom here, though. Yeah, Mario Perez. This was from Bartolo Colon's body. So you see the 5'11", 285. I can only do that because he used to be Bartolo Colon, as you can see from these stats going back to 1997. But he gave up 36 home runs to lead the American League, and then Kyle Redmond actually gave up 33 to lead the National League. That's nuts. Redmond's usually a really decent pitcher, too. Shutouts. Melancon had 3, and so did Takatsu. 5 of them for Ethan Kinsler. That's great. 3 for Dustin Wise and 3 for Will Palmer. Wise is interesting here. He's only in the 70s usually. Got up to 83. Okay. Strikeouts, 259 for Blondie Pena. That's not a surprise to me. Big-time strikeout starting pitcher. Then it's Will Palmer second. Ethan Kinsler injured. He must have just been out for a little bit. Yeah, he still made 33 starts. So he's third. And then there's Chip Wolf fourth in the American League here. Benny Wells led the National League 219. He had a fractured wrist, so missed a few starts. So he could have even had more. That's not even a full season there for Benny Wells. Jacob Quantrill second, and then Cole Robertson, again, the wins leader with 22 of them in the National League. Complete games, Takatsu had 4, Palmer with 5, and Kinsler with 5. We're just going to keep going here. A bunch of guys over 200 innings. Look at this, 9 guys in the American League over 200. They were Kinsler, Palmer, Webster, Blue, Robinson, Kidd, Shawver, Brown, and Ventura. Henderson was just there, another veteran there on the White Sox. Benny Wells is great, actually. I can't touch Benny Wells. Takatsu led in the National League. Less guys over 200 innings here. That's interesting. I thought the American League would have less. Really? Oh, you mean you beat him up? Okay. 1K and you put up 6 or 7 runs. That's fantastic. Yeah, Brenner must have had a good game then, too. He hits well against lefties. He hits better against lefties, even. Rafael Rivera here, Melancon, Al Parker, Cole Robertson, Miguel Cabrera was second for me. Let's go. And then first place, Tadahito Takatsu. Yeah, they even say it in the game, too, Sean. They actually say the whole name. So that was one from the audio bank. You're right, Noble. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I was going to say, because they were more pitcher-friendly, so it must have been bullpen, too. Walks allowed, least walk. How about the most walks? Quantrill with 85. Kyle Moss had 122. That's insane to have that many walks. Kyle Moss. 122 walks and 175 innings in 33 starts. Yeah, that ERA is going to definitely be at 5 if you're going to walk almost a guy an inning. Yeah, do it, Sean. Whip, Kinsler with the lowest, below 1, and then Webster 105, Red 106. Takatsu also under 1 there. Then Obermueller and Andres Santiago. Yeah, definitely a 3 true outcomes kind of pitcher there, Noble. I didn't even look at the home runs for Moss there. Yeah, 29. Yeah, most definitely 3 true outcomes. No, I'm 0% in on Evan Brenner. I couldn't hit with him. Here's the pitching war. It's going to be Kinsler at the top. He definitely is someone to consider. It would also take away from a division rival. As you see, he's on the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, completion. Definitely look at left-handed bats. There aren't too many that are consistent against both hands, so you're kind of going to have to go all in on one handedness or the other. But Kinsler at the top, then Blondie Pena, and then Will Palmer. All 3 guys over 5 pitching war. And then there's Vince Cartwright, who we haven't mentioned at all. Right there, 4th with a 4.4. National League, it was Benito Martinez. Where did he come from? I wasn't looking much past the first 5 guys, so I wasn't sure. But I guess he must have had other good stats for this season. Yeah, good strikeout numbers, good walk, not many home runs. Yeah, good overall, just didn't have the win and loss. But yeah, this is a good example of a pitcher that put up a good season without putting up a great win-loss there. Just 11-7 there. Second was Cole Robertson, and then Grant Murphy was also over 5. Hey now, don't give people free points. Yeah, and that's the thing. Completion is that Souza's going to take a little bit of a dive because of how old he is, and then McCain gets better. Obviously, being I think he's just 22 or 23, so he'll be better, but I'm not sure how far into franchise you get necessarily before you really want to get a lefty bat. Here's the batting war. Michael McCoy leads the National League 7.2. A great season for the Brewers left fielder. 30 homers, 19 bags, hit 323, and the OPS was at 960. That's above his career mark. Second was Gregorio Ortiz, all-out contact hitter for the Pirates, their center fielder. 16 homers, though. That's a big-time home run season for him. 21 bags. He wasn't that far away from a 2020. He actually just had a 2020 as well. But a 368 average is excellent, even though it was in just 107 games. So he put up this WAR. He put up a 7.1 WAR in just 107 games. That's insane. This was a great season from Ortiz. Can you believe that? But nonetheless, great year there for Ortiz. OPS over 1. He wasn't really qualified for all those all the rate stats, but a great season from the Pirates center fielder. Orlando Blanco, another center fielder. This one on the Cardinals. There are his numbers, 159 games. See, not as good of a season here as Ortiz, but he played the whole year. Yeah. That's great, though. Okay, so all three of those guys over 7. Here's the American League. It's Carlos Fuentes, a catcher at the top with a 9.9 WAR. Batting WAR, Carlos Fuentes, 9.9. 32 home runs. He just had 2 bags. Doesn't really matter. OPS as well, or just over 1. A great season for the Angel catcher. A new addition to Bacon's Stream roster. He's a switch hitter and very close to that 3,000 hit plateau. Jake, I got to be careful with if I do that or when I do that. But yeah, I could see it. Fuentes is kind of that guy now, but he's an older player. I kind of make like big impact players older so they fall off and different guys replace them. That's kind of how I've been doing it. Like Cartwright is the big switch pitcher and a switch hitting two-way player. And he falls off the table really after the first like year and a half or so. And I feel Fuentes is the same kind of guy. But for the most part, yeah, I usually have guys falling off rather than getting better like Soto or a Tatis. Matt Davis was second here in the American League. And then Michael Mayfield, 7.8. So great season from all three of these guys. Let's look at Mayfield's one more time. 55 doubles, 8 triples, 53 home runs. He even walked 85 times and then stole 30 bases, 314 batting average, and the OPS consistently over 1. The best hitter on the roster, in my opinion. Don't play him on defense, but the best hitter on the roster. So that would do the postseason speed run. We'll get notifications for when certain teams win and everything, so we'll just do a day-by-day simulation here. I believe, right? Doesn't it say? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. But there it is. So San Fran wins the wild card, and the White Sox beat the Red Sox for the American League wild card game. Let's look at today's games. There they are. The Brewers and the Mets, game 1 of the DS. That one goes to the Mets. This one's the Dodgers. If you guys don't want to see this, I'll skip too. But yeah. So there is that one. This is the Orioles over the White Sox. The Brewers take game 2 over the Mets, so that one's tied. Twins crush the Mariners, 12-2. I mean, they're probably the 2 best DHs, if we're being honest. Dodgers beat the Giants, so that's 2 wins for the Dodgers. Here's the White Sox and the O's. White Sox beat the Orioles there. That's big if the White Sox can beat the Orioles. Mariners again, or lose to the Twins on that one. The Twins won the first one, my bad. So those are even. Mets and Brewers, game 3 here. Brewers win that one, so they take the lead. This one's the Dodgers, again, take the lead. Or actually, the Dodgers win the series there. Come on now. Mariners beat the Twins, so they take a 2-1 lead. This is the Orioles over the White Sox. And then the Mets beat the Brewers. So that one goes to Game 5. There it is. This is Game 4 for the ALDS. The White Sox beat the O's. Again, big right there because the O's are the number 1 right here. Yeah, Coach, I gave you a different set of sliders than the ones I'm using, yeah. It's just the Mike Garrison won't hit well with these sliders. Twins beat the Mariners there. So both of those will go to Game 5. Here's Game 5 in the DS. It's the Mets and the Brewers. And the Mets win that one. So the Brewers are eliminated from the DS. Here's the White Sox and the O's fast. It'll be the White Sox winning Game 5, and then the Twins Mariners. The Twins take it. It's 3-0 right there. So let's look at the bracket again right here. In the American League, the White Sox won the wild card, and then they actually took down the number 1 seeded Baltimore Orioles. And then the Twins went to 5 games against the Mariners. They win that one. The Brewers and the Mets went to 5 games as well. The Mets winning that one. And then the Giants beat the Rockies for the wild card, but then got swept quickly by those Los Angeles Dodgers. So it'll be Twins and White Sox, and then the Mets and the Dodgers. So we'll skip. There it is, the Mets and the Dodgers. Yes. Mets take Game 1, 1-0 New York. There's the White Sox there, so they're up. New York up 2-0. White Sox up 1-0. White Sox here again. White Sox win again, so White Sox 2 up. There's the Dodgers winning, so it's 2-1. Dodgers win again, tied up. Here's the Twins and the White Sox. Twins win there. I already lost track. Mets beat the Dodgers there, so it's 3-2. Twins win against the White Sox. So here's Twins, White Sox, I believe, what is it, 2-2? Twins win there. I'm going to back out, just look at the... It's 3-2 for both. So if the Mets win or if the Twins win, the series is over. Mets up 3-2 entering this one for the World Series. There it is, the Dodgers over the Mets. So that one will go to Game 7. This is the White Sox and the Twins. White Sox win there. And then this is Game 7 of the NLCS, the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers win and go to the World Series. That is crazy. I really did not build the Dodgers to be a World Series team. Sean, do a poll for the World Series once we get there. It's going to be the Twins or the White Sox against the Dodgers. So there we go. It's the White Sox and the Twins. I'll look at the teams right now. But Phillies fan or Sean, put together that poll real quick. Pick who you think will win between the White Sox and the Dodgers in the World Series. I'll look at both teams right now very quickly. But here are the White Sox, laying right at the top. Zach Lamb. West will actually just do it like this. Lockett is injured. So quickly running through the White Sox. There's the entire MLB roster. Yeah, set it for 2 minutes. That's fine, yeah. We'll take our time here, and then even if it overflows, we'll sim... or I'll wait until it's done, and then we'll start simming. But this is the White Sox team. There you go. Just quickly running through it. It's the White Sox. It's the White Sox and the Dodgers. Yes, the White Sox. So there was the White Sox. I want to look at Bruce Hooper real quick. This is a name reference to Bryce Harper. It's what my brother calls him sometimes, Bruce Hooper. I like it, Jake. Add some stakes to this. And the Dodgers, we'll show the Dodgers real fast. There's Chris Redd at the top, and then Christopher Reed, not to be confused, also at the top for these Dodgers. Just quickly running through their team right here. There should be a poll very shortly. You should see it very soon. There it is. So take your pick between the Dodgers and the White Sox in winning this World Series. Win some channel points and make me trade away my best player if you want. Hope you were paying attention to the league leaders because, again, I'm not looking at stats here. You just got to look at the players, look at their overalls and such. But there you go. The White Sox and the Dodgers. If anyone wants to see anything quickly before the poll ends, then I'll move over to that as well. We'll look at the league leaders maybe. Or let's look at, let's go to awards. Let's go to the American League postseason MVP. So far has been Hector Gonzalez. Second is Marshall Reed, and then Elijah Weeks. For the National League, there you go. It's Chris Redd, Joseph Busher, and Davey Romero for the Dodgers. It does look very one-sided, yes. But there's your postseason MVP leaders for the White Sox and the Dodgers. It is very one-sided still, yes. I want to see what Lockett's injury is. He's got a dislocated ankle. Yeah, so he's been out for most of the year. So this White Sox team has been operating without one of their best players, which is Bobby Lockett, who could be a free agent if they don't make a run at him to stay there. He's just over the 6-year plateau there. Dodgers don't have the same issue with a star leaving in free agency. All right, and there we go. So it's done. Let's simulate this World Series right here. We got view today's games. Let's keep her moving. There it is. The White Sox and the Dodgers, game 1. White Sox win 1-0 White Sox. Second game, Dodgers 1-1 even. This is the Dodgers again, 2-1. LA is up. Game 4, Dodgers win again, 3-1. This is game number 5. Dodgers up 3-1 at the Chicago White Sox for game 5 of the World Series. And the Dodgers have defeated the White Sox in the 2020 World Series of Bacon's fictional franchise. I really wasn't trying to emulate the actual World Series. Yeah, show me the money. Be like Mike. There you go. Philly, go ahead and disperse the funds for anyone who has won. Again, I didn't draw it up this way. It's just kind of how the sim works. I didn't want the Dodgers to necessarily be the best team, but the roster is very even where I really don't know who's going to win it, and the Dodgers win this one. So congratulations to anyone who won there. Sorry to you White Sox voters right there. Let's look at the award real quick. It's going to be Joseph Busher for the World Series MVP, 471 average, a homer, and 2 RBIs. For the National League postseason MVP, it was Chris Redd. Nice job there, Jake. And then Hector Gonzalez. I'm guessing those didn't change at all, did they? They might have just been consistent. Okay. But there we go. We are done with the postseason, and we will now advance to the offseason. Ron Washington retired for the Kings, so we need a new coach at third base. Contracts for Spiders ended. Yep, I know that. Same with the Kings. There we go. And then I know this as well. Nice, J-Hack. Thank you. Appreciate the gift right there. And it goes to Michael Stacks. Congratulations. Yeah, Showtime. Can't fight fate. Okay, yeah, sure. We're going to take a look at the retired players. For the Spiders, we just have Jared Ashford. He isn't really much. I'm just going to quickly go through these. If you guys see one that catches your eye, or if I see one that catches my own eye, then I'll look at them. Coach, is this your guy? Is this your center fielder here, Derek Dominguez? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Injury for him, though. Torn Achilles tendon. J-Hack is the VIP, yes. Yes, well done. Let's see, who else is significant here? Not too much. Bunch of free agents here, just retiring. Not too worried about it. He is one of your... Yeah, you called him up when Justice got hurt, though. That's right. Okay. Weird that he retired year 1. It was for the injury, though. Norman Herzog got released. He was previously a Spider. Here's Mike Jordan. Doesn't look like Souza did retire. No, I traded him to the Marlins, actually, so he would have retired on the Marlins if he did. But Souza doesn't always retire year one. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, coach 37 players. I should talk about the new fielders and new pitchers actually. So I'm not entirely done with the roster, and on top of it, they're there to balance retirements for the most part. So if you see a new pitcher, a new fielder, it's there because I want them to retire um, in year one, and they're 45 years old with an F potential, so they usually will retire. But there you go. Not much in terms of notable guys that I actually noticed personally. I did rig the sliders. Yep. Yeah, the injury slider is one you should actually adjust, though. I would actually recommend doing that. So there we go. We only had one retire between our two teams. That's very exciting. So here we go. Exclusive free agent negotiations. If you followed along, you know if I like these guys or not. I like Castillo. I do not like Mejia. And Jackson actually was hurt for most of the stream. So this is another guy that should retire. Big time hit totals, big time overall cumulative stats. But I'm going to see if I can get somebody else in free agency instead of him. So of these three, Castillo's the only one I even want to bother with. He wants 6.3 a year. Let's do 6.5. I really want him. So 4 years makes sense. He's 29. Again, kind of going quicker through this than usual. So I'm just throwing numbers and hoping things work out. So let's try that. 6.5 a year for 4 years to Castillo. I'm not going to give him the qualifying offer because that is significantly more. I believe it's 18. Then Tom Zinter, I also want back. Yeah, Jake, Denver, St. Louis. Yeah, you can find him on the roster as well. Nice, yeah, Jerron. Ben Rouse is another guy that'll go in the Hall of Fame. So sometimes he'll retire year one, and sometimes he'll retire year two. For Zinter, again, another guy that I want back. He was my main lefty here for the Kings. Coach, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna make it to midnight and then have to figure it out from there. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to lowball Zinter just a little bit. Maybe he'll take a 5-year deal cheap, or maybe I want less than that. Let's try 3. Let's try 3 years like that. Just see if that goes well. Again, I'm not offering anything to Mejia. He's on the wrong side of 35, and then Jackson is 40. So again, not going to offer him. And then Zinter's just 29, so that's perfectly all right. So we'll sim a couple days. I can't really do much else here. Can I do review staff? I should probably look at this then. I don't like how managers and coaches in general are rated. I don't understand why they only have 4 attributes and why a C grade. This guy's got multiple, or 3 of the 4 are negatives. How do you have a C? This is failing. You're making your team worse right now here, sir. So I'll think about getting rid of everybody, honestly, in terms of coaches. But I don't really want to have to pay that salary, so maybe I won't. So let's look at, that's not what I wanted. Let's look at hitting coaches available on the market. Show me someone who doesn't have 3 negatives. Oh, here we go. How about 4 positives? One of them is drag bunting, another one is bunting. There we go. This team's going to be great at bunting. Hope that works out. Let's see what else. Review staff. I'd like to look at first base coaches. Just show me positives. Minus on blocking. This one's just 1 minus on arm accuracy. Oh, here we go. How about Mel Stoudemire Jr.? Is he? I don't know. Coach is great. Was he a Yankee manager now? I don't even know. Or Joe Vavra. I could go after him too. Or here Clark. This guy. Okay. Probably should look a little bit more than just looking at the first guy. He doesn't have anything for blocking or anything like that. So let's do that. Blocking doesn't affect enough guys, so that's why I don't usually mess with it. Mess with coaches that have that. Let's look at third base coaches. Show me another guy who's got 4 positives. How about Vavra? Sure. Well, this guy doesn't have anything for blocking, so let's do Clark. Again, just doing a speed run. I usually would take more time to think about these actual moves, but we're just going to quickly run through everything. For the Spiders, I need a pitching coach and a first base coach. If you guys have suggestions, you can go ahead and throw them out there too. You're talking about Stoudemire, J-Hack, I'm guessing? And then be like, Mike, I don't know which guy you're talking about. Great manager if this was 92. Again, I'm going faster than the comments, so I probably should slow down just a bit. Mickey Callaway? Is that a good move, you think? Mickey Callaway? Not seeing guys with 4 positives. I'd even like to have these be hidden until you hire a guy. I think that'd be interesting. Guy that was good at bunting. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sean, exactly. That's why I was laughing when we got to when we got to Callaway. I don't care anymore. I'm not hiring that man. Wilson Coates, how about that? Blocking, durability, fielding, and then stealing. He's got an A for this. Oh, how about here? Derek Bonds. This is Barry Bonds' younger brother. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. And then that was it right there. That was my offers. And then these, that's not what I wanted. And those are my offers there. Fantastic. Okay. Love to see it. Okay, so hopefully we get those pretty soon. I do actually want to rebrand the team really quickly, too, for the Kings. So I wanted to copy and paste the Atlanta word mark here and then put it on the home jersey because I don't exactly like the Kings script as much as I like the Atlanta script. So we're just going to get rid of that real fast. Delete, and then we'll do paste. If you guys are looking for logos, a great guy to ask is Kasabe. Kasabe Compiles on Twitch. He made this logo for me, and then his logo is actually in the top right corner as well. So you can find him in the vault. Yeah, Chase, I completely agree. I'd really like to see. This is going a lot slower than I thought it was going to. I'd really like to see editable coaches, though, for sure. 100% want to be able to edit them myself, make fictional coaches. I want to make fictional old guys. I mean, I've gotten better at making fictional older players in general, but I'd like to be able to make, fictional old managers as well. And then it'd be great for you guys, for the OSFM crowd, or riding rosters. I keep saying OSFM, and I know it's not right. But still, I mean, it'd be really great for you guys to be able to throw in coaches on your rosters as well. So I 100% hope that that's the case as well. I think I included an eraser in here, didn't I? Or a space, or whatever they're called. Shoot. Appreciate it, J-Hack. Need more water already. It's early in the stream and I still need more water. Yeah, Chase, I mean, we've been talking about it too. I mean, I've tried to bring it up to whoever I can who knows anything about the game too, where it's like it really is something that we should be able to do. I can't tell here. Okay, hopefully this works. Oh, I want it to. Yes, it's gonna. Okay, cool. There we go. There's the yellow for Atlanta now, and we're done. I'm not going to make any other changes there. Literally, it's all going to be the same. I'm not going to save it, though. Cool, and it's going to work. Cool. I guess would be anything but franchise. I've been saying it for a while. I don't think they're gonna avoid doing franchise videos as long as they can. Appreciate it, Jake. Thanks for the resub. Thank you. Let's sim a couple days. I'm done with that. So let's take a look and see with our exclusive free agent negotiations. Zinter did stay on. Let's go. And then Castillo was the only one I was looking to sign there. Excuse me. And there he is. Yeah, it'll be anything but franchise in my opinion. Seriously, though. I think they're going to put off talking about franchise as long as they can. We're still the top offers for both of those, or for all 5 of those. Signed the guys who I wanted to sign. So there we go, past the exclusive negotiations. Now I'm able to look at actual free agents. So I have some notes about this. If you guys are on the Discord, I threw in a link for my spreadsheet, and it has on the page that says deadline / offseason, I have a little offseason checklist on the far right that you guys can use to follow along with my ideas here. So with the Spiders, I'm looking to get major league eligible or caliber starting pitcher, a closer, which is going to be Castillo, so I'm good on that front, and then a first baseman or a DH kind of type there as well. So we're definitely going to make a run at these starting pitchers here. For the Kings, again, starting pitching, I want one more reliever at least, and then a catcher if I trade Parker, which I probably won't trade Parker now. And then I'm thinking about trading Franklin, but I'll do that later because it's kind of difficult with rookies or minor leaguers at this point. So a first baseman if I trade Parker. I'll definitely need a bench infielder, and then I kind of want a third baseman, maybe a shortstop, and then probably a corner outfielder for the Kings as well. So that list is entirely on the Discord if you go there. The streams do start this week, I believe. Yeah, I believe they start on Thursday. If it's March, October, I might rip my hair out, especially if they talk about how great March, October is all the time. But yeah, it's very frustrating. I'm guessing they'll do a little like, quick 90-second something about, anything, and then they'll talk a lot more about anything in the game on the stream instead of dumping a bunch of stuff on us tomorrow. Okay, so for the Kings though, I do want to add Rush to the 40-man, so let's do that. Just to save face for the 40-man, and then or for the Rule 5 draft. I want to save a spot for the Rule 5 draft too. I always like doing that, even if I don't pick anybody. So then here it's going to be Nagy. And then the center fielder is Helfenberger. This guy's an interesting little cat here because center field primary, and then he plays shortstop and catcher. Jake, I agree. I'd like to use my own rosters in March to October. That'd be best case scenario. But yeah, looking at guys in free agency, it looks like Kinsler is going to be unstoppable and going to have to get paid $30 million. Yeah, he's asking for 31. So that's a max contract offer right there. And it looks like Mr. Paul Keys has re-signed with the Reds. So we don't even have a chance to bring him back to the Spiders, which I wasn't anticipating happening anyways, but still, that's upsetting that he stayed with the Reds, actually. I was hoping he'd go to free agency. Okay, yeah, March, October, and franchise are a combined video on April 1st. Yeah, that's a while ago. Or a while from now, I mean. It's going to seem like forever, too. Okay, so for the Spiders, using that checklist that I mentioned before from the Discord, let's look at a starting pitcher and then maybe a first base, a guy who can play some defense at first base, Major League level. So I like J.J. Lewis a lot. This is probably going to be my main target here for first base. Combined vid is always the worst. Yes, I completely agree. Be like Mike. Yeah, they'll talk about so much March to October, and they'll be like, "Oh, and now we're running out of time. No franchise." Chase, yeah, I think that's the case too. We've talked about that on the channel too. I really think that it's gonna turn into something like that. I also hope it doesn't happen. I really also think that they're going to try to combine Road to the Show and franchise. We've talked about that on stream too. But here, J.J. Lewis, I'm going to offer him a contract. He wants at least 11. We can do 11 flat. Yeah, that's still going to be more than Seattle. So let's try that. Let's try 11 flat. It's going to be 3 years. Sure. How about maybe 4? He's only 28. So that could work. We're now the leading contract there. Yeah. Okay, let's look at starters. Which starter should I get for the Spiders? I'm thinking Kinsler's going to be too much because I don't want to sink all of my payroll into one starting pitcher, even though Kinsler is unbelievable. What do you guys think? Should I go Kinsler or should I not go for Kinsler? Other options are Will Jacobs here or Tom Shields from the Phillies. Another great starting pitcher option. And I can even wait until non-tenders, but I'm probably not going to get a guy above 75 for non-tenders. Jake, you like Jacobs? And Mike, you want Kinsler? I might have to try both of them for different teams. Yeah, so the Spiders were one of the worst teams for pitching. So they're going to have, if I think about it from what works the best for either team, yeah, I'd lose a pick too. I'd lose a pick for either one, actually. But what would work the best for either team, though, is if I went for the better pitcher for the Spiders and a slightly worse pitcher for the Kings, because I already have Cabrera on the Kings here. I'll go to the Kings now. So there you go. You see Cabrera there, 89, and then the rotation falls off. Noble, he's not old enough for me to give him a 1-year contract. And actually, I'm over 90 guys in the roster, so I'm going to have to release a few guys before I even make any offers. So good thing I looked at that. So let's think of guys I can dump. Minor leaguers who aren't making any money. Let's dump any D potential guys. Hayward, short or second baseman here in the 50s. Same with Phillips. And then Littleton. I'll have to get some second baseman later, but those guys are all worth nothing, honestly. Rodriguez might be the same. I'll dump Carr. Got to get below the 90 players so I can start signing new ones. Bones is coming off an injury, so I'll release him. Matthews isn't much, and again, deep potential, so I'm dumping him. McCormick's a lefty, so I'll keep him. Sana just drafted. Boyer's fine. He turned from a C to a D, though. I don't like that. And then major league guys I want to bump. Not really any guys there. I like Lambert. I'm looking forward to him. Kinney's going to go. He's below 50. Oh, yeah, Mike. Yeah, that's right. You ran as the Tigers. I forgot about that. I'm going to try. I'll make a run at Kinsler is what I'll do. And then we'll see. We'll dump Lima here too. Again, just getting rid of all these D potential guys, just to fill spots, and then I'll get other minor league guys in there instead. I'll keep Rodriguez because he's fine. I'll move off of Figueroa. That might have to be enough for now, and then I'll try to make some more moves. Here's the Kings. Same thing. I'll start in right field. Guys I don't want. Maldonado's a better D potential guy, so I'll keep him. Sadler, same thing. Move off with Tolero. Those are fine with C's. Robinson isn't really anything, so he's gone. Other guys who are D's. Graham is a 24-year-old shortstop that's not going to do anything. Fujita actually has a B potential. That must have gone up. I'm pretty sure he was a C initially. And he's not even the shortstop I'm the most excited about. But Rookie of the Year from this year, Elijah Fujita. Who else can I bump here? I'm thinking I'll trade Candy at some point this offseason, maybe closer to spring training. We'll see. Uriarte, I can bounce him off. Weber is also going to go. Who else do I want to get rid of? Probably maybe Devonzo, but he's a big power guy at least. Doesn't play any defense. Yeah, Jake, he's solid. He's solid except on defense. So I played him in right field a lot. I'll keep Devonzo for now. That's fine. Lundy's a big bat for a catcher, but I'm going to move him because I like defensive catchers more than offensive. Fry, you can go as well. And then Foster, actually, I might move off of Foster just because I want to try to get a better backup catcher here in Atlanta. Closers can stay. Pitchers here, Aviles move off. Casado, same thing. He's too bad to stay on the 40-man, so I'm at least going to release him and then maybe bring him back. Shoemaker, we'll keep moving off of guys. Nolan there. This bullpen, or this minor league bullpen, is not excellent. So Perez, same thing there. Get out of here. I don't like Curtis Johnson. I want you off the squad. Same with Thompson. He was bad for me. Get out of here. No mercy. Who else do I want to get rid of? Barker's 25. Always somebody I can think about trading as well if I don't want to bring him up. So just a thought there. But I think I'm fine with the rest of these. I don't love how far off some of these guys are, but it's okay. So we'll look at free agency now. That's not the one I wanted. We'll look at free agency now. So the Spiders I'll try for Kinsler. I'm okay with losing a draft pick if I get him for, at least 3 to 4 or 5 years. Tigers are offering 8 years. at what was that? Was that 30 mil flat? Yeah, that's 8 years at 30 mil each. So we could try the same thing just to see where his interest is here. Yeah, we're below there. Okay. Yeah, me too. He's a high potential guy, but he's not like a great like archetype to begin with, in my mind. In terms of Kosuke O. Other starting pitchers to look at. For the Kings, I want to try for Will Jacobs. That's another guy I'd steal from a division foe. So that's something to think about there. We'll do 23 flat for 5. Wow. Yeah, they just don't want to come here because we're a bad organization right now. Why would you want to change his name? No, the the point is that it sounds weird. That's the thing. Elijah Fujita. I should stop lowballing these guys. That's what I should do. I do want to take him away from my division, though. That's the big thing here. And Shields is a great pitcher here. 91 overall as well. Big fireballer. So maybe I'll try for him. I could try. He's going to be... Actually, he might be less than Jacobs. Yeah, there we go. I could do that instead of Jacobs. What do you guys think? No, not Fujita. Fujita. Okay. So there's Will Jacobs. And here is Tom Shields. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to roll with, or try to get Will Jacobs. I like his pitch mix a little bit more. Throws a changeup, so we'll try to do that instead. Just give him a little bit more cash. There we go. No, we're still below there. Come on, I have more money though. Okay. I don't know here. Wow, we're still below there. Okay, so Jacobs isn't going to go great. Wow, he's just about to do 1,000 strikeouts too. Okay, so I don't really want Shields as much. I mean, just because of the pitch mix. This is tough because I'd have to give Jacobs a lot more money between the two. I'll make a harder run at Kinsler here. I'll look at Tanner Wood in a second. See, I don't like that either. Okay. See, the max contract doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. 10 years for Kinsler? We're not even going to get 10 years into a franchise. I'm going to have to do max there. I'm going to have to try to get a pitcher in a trade, yeah. Yeah, my thought maybe is that I should try to move Franklin, since I want to move Franklin off of Atlanta's team, and I could get a pitcher back for him probably. But, I mean, these are going to be tough to get, any of these three guys. So, yeah, let's look at Wood. Tanner Wood, 33 years old. 4 pitches. Nice season this year, just under a 3 ERA. Yeah, let's try him for the Spiders. Again, both teams need a starting pitcher, so it's a little unique situation here. Yeah, only $4 million should be a lot easier to bring him in. Try maybe a 2-year deal. He's 33. No one else has offered anything, so. But he did get the qualifying offer. Or no, he's just qualified. Okay. That's different than the qualifying offer. That's just qualified. Try 1-year deal and then roll with it after that. There's Woody Rockwell, 1 year in. That's a good one too there, Jake. I like that. Anthony Metcalf is the 3rd pitcher for the Padres. He does get a lot better, though, so they might not want to part with him. Yeah, Mike. I mean, he doesn't even want... Look, I gave him more money over more years, and he doesn't want anything to do with that. So maybe I wonder... Yeah, same thing here. He wants nothing to do with either one of these. I like Chad Morrison from the Giants, too. That's a good one to go after. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the starting pitching trade market here instead, because we're not really gonna do much here in terms of improving the squad. from free agency year one. This is somewhat intentional what I did as well. I didn't really want teams to be able to build in the first free agency period. So, I know I'm kind of upset at myself for doing it this way, but that's how it is. So I want a bullpen arm. Which team should I get a bullpen arm for? Probably more so for the Kings. I always like Gomez. This is a deep bullpen market, at least 5, 6 guys that are, or 7 guys that are over 79, over 78. Bryce Richmond, good too. Yeah. Thanks for doing that scouting there, Jake. But yeah, let's look at a reliever then. This is Atlanta. I like. Might as well at least see what Gomez wants. It looks like it's going to be at least around 8. Sure. I can't give you the closer though. Maybe I could. Still not above the Yankees. Come on, that's okay. That's not more money over more years though. Let's do 8 over 5. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Sorbello, would he be an improvement? Slightly. I like where the Kings are at with like Apollo Jackson and Jordan Jennings, a couple guys that are going to make an impact very soon. And then Quevedo is going to come back. Zinter was there for me. So I don't need too much in terms of depth. Same thing here. I mean, I don't want to go after a guy that's just going to sit in AAA necessarily at this point. So maybe someone like Stewart could make some sense. At least then I can move off of Winters. I want to trade him. And Zager I haven't used in the majors. Oh, you think so? You think it's because of the manager? I think coaching in general has an impact, right? That's one thing that impacts if guys will come to your team. It doesn't say, does it? Oh, it does right here, yeah. Yeah, I don't have top-tier coaching in Cleveland, that's for sure. And then here, yeah, Atlanta has bad coaching. Okay. Yeah, you might be right then, Mike. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even looking right there. But maybe I'll fire my manager here in Atlanta. That's a good idea, actually. Let's go after Tracy Stewart, though. Just a 1-year deal, 4, maybe 2. There we go. I'll have to come back, but let's look at position players. No, he's not as good in the game, so I got to fire him. Or can I? Can I still get rid of coaches? Where'd it go? It's not in this phase. What is this? There really should... Oh, there's coaches. Okay. There really should be still more, though. Yeah, Snicker might have to go, though. C grade, he's got negatives for 3 of them. There's a few prospects, Jake. It's on my sheet. But I'd have to look into it some more to think about which guys I'd want to bump. Think about managers right now, though. Ron Renicky, former Brewers manager. Okay, J-Hack, yeah. Again, we're doing a speed run. I'm not as worried about money, but I probably should be. I also want to know, why aren't these sorted by anything? What are they sorted by if they are sorted? Because it doesn't seem like they're sorted at all. How about Donnie Baseball? Don Mattingly. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to have time to do math in front of you guys on stream. Otherwise, I definitely would think about something like that. So now the Kings are looking at a new manager, so we'll have to think about that moving forward too. I want Lewis to go to Cleveland. I'd prefer that. So that's the first baseman there. So let's look at Atlanta. Let's look at some bench infielders. Lockett does not qualify for a bench infielder. Ortega could work right there. Same with a Raul Escobar. Or here's Rouse as a free agent. He's a 70 to start this year, though. So I'm not sure about that. I like Will Hernandez. That's usually the guy at the top of my list in terms of a free agency, like infielder kind of guy. They are sort of over our grade. Are you sure? I've seen guys It wasn't in order exactly like that, was it? I don't think so. I might be wrong. I wasn't paying enough attention. Who do I want though? Here, I'd probably go after Hernandez. Maybe Domaromo. No, he's too old. He only plays third too. Yeah, I need a bench infielder here. Velasquez would make some sense, second and third. Stokes plays second and third as well, but he's old, or he's the same age actually. I think I want Stokes then between those two. Ortega's significantly older. Escobar's more of a defender. Maybe I could go after him because he plays the outfield too. Just 29 years old. Let's try 1 year for him. 3 flat maybe. Trying to lowball all these guys. Let's keep looking at Atlanta. I need a bench infielder and a third baseman. I want a decent third baseman because I don't. Ozzy Ramirez isn't exactly a starter. And then Brad Harrison definitely isn't a starter. And then it falls off from there because I had Getz playing third base a lot. So maybe Fish makes sense for me to start at third base, a contact hitting, great defensive third baseman, and then it still opens up the option to platoon. So Fish makes some sense here. Let's do that. Sure, something like that. 7 years, 4, or 4 years, 7 mil. I mean, so that makes some sense. Let's look at. I probably should look at shortstops as well. It's Riddle at the top. He's probably a guy I would consider trading, but I don't really want to spend a lot of money on an upgrade above him. He's an 80 overall, but he's up there in age. He's 36. So if I were to trade him, I'd want to trade him soon. So I don't know here. Because it really drops off from guys that could start to guys who really shouldn't start. But Riddle's probably my guy at least. I don't know. I want to keep Riddle. There's Gavin Cook, guys. Finished with 21 home runs, only 103 games played. Just a 214 average. Again, he didn't hit at all for me. So, but for right field, I'd like to see Hopkins would probably be my guy. Elias would make some sense as well. He's a little bit more my mold, especially here for Atlanta. But I don't need him and JC Ray on the same team necessarily because they're kind of the same player type. So I kind of want Hopkins, and then he's a little bit bigger of a bat in terms of power. We sacrifice some defense in that case. He is a bounce back candidate, yeah. Jake, I'm not sure if they change over time. I'd like to know if they do actually, because I'm not entirely sure if they do or not. But looking here, I'm going to look at Hopkins over Elias. I think that he's a little bit worse, so he's going to be cheaper. So that's the big thing here. And then give me a club option. He would definitely platoon. There we go. I don't really need outfielders here. We can look at shortstops, maybe Littlefield. I always trade Littlefield too, but he's a decent bench kind of guy as well. Ortega might be a step above because he plays all the infield positions and plays good on defense. Maybe I'll consider him. Trunfel's only 27 though, so he might be a move here. Again, that's $18 million or not 18. That's $16 million a year from the Rockies right there. So I'm not sure he's getting as much money just because of how young he is hitting free agency. Oh, they do? Okay. Yeah, that sounds right, Sean. They definitely should because it's Mike Trout. Not sure if you knew that his name was Mike Trout, but his cold zones can't be that cold, can they? Let's look at Ortega, though. If not, he can at least be like a minor league kind of guy. What else am I thinking? I do need a catcher for Atlanta since I just cut my backup. Bingham could make some sense, but he's old. Zimmer would make some sense. 28 years old, 71 overall. I like Tabata as a switch hitter. Decent defender. Not great. Against Zimmer, just a little bit better on defense, it looks like, though. Yeah, Zimmer might be the guy then. I don't really need too much offense from my backup catcher. I'm actually surprised he has cold zones too. They can't be that cold if they are. If they are cold. We're gonna have to look at pitchers again. I'm gonna skip a couple days forward though. Hope that we make a couple signings here right now. But yeah, let's simulate one day. Rich Clark is now the third base coach for the Kings. Excellent. I don't think anybody just signed. Well, actually, we'll go 2 days right now. There we go. Kinsler goes back to the Tigers. The Ethan Kinsler sweepstakes end very quickly. Yep, I knew that. Mattingly is now my Kings manager. And then here's Will Jacobs. Welcome to the Atlanta Kings. We signed Will Jacobs somehow. So there we go. I can cross that out for the Kings. We get Will Jacobs, a 91 overall starting pitcher. It says he's 86 now, 8-9 record from last year, 4.31 ERA. Not too bad. We'll take him. I mean, he's going to be cheaper than Kinsler by a lot, so I don't mind it. And he immediately slots into our number 1 or 2. And then there's J.J. Lewis. Let's go. So very quickly we sign 2 major league capable players very quickly. And I like J.J. Lewis a lot, actually. I'm sorry my face is covering his face, but another big bat for us here for the Spiders. So I like that a lot. Let's go. Look at other guys in free agency. Wood still hasn't signed. Just a 1 year for him was the offer. We still have the top offer for Gomez, and I still have – I don't have the top offer for Stewart anymore. So I want to keep that, though. I think I'd rather have him over Winters or over Zager. That would make some sense. So at least for 1 year. Nope, not into it. Okay. Don't really want Sorbello or Pippinger, so that's okay. Maybe we'll look at a different bullpen guy then. Castillo should be my closer anyways, so maybe not there. For Atlanta, though, it's a different story. That's why Gomez comes in. So Gomez would be my closer likely, and then it'd be Clark Young in the middle relief, late relief kind of role that I had him in before. Now, I don't have too much interest in these guys unless I don't sign Gomez, because he didn't get a qualifying offer. He was qualified, but he didn't get an offer. And then we offered to Jake the Snakefish. The rest of these were all leading in, and then same with Tanner Wood. That's about it. Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting on Major League free agents here. So let's look at arbitration. There we go, just 2.8 for Zarate. We'll do 3. Gore, I do want to keep, at least for this, and then I can think about him as trade bait if I want to think about trading him. Eric Rowe, I definitely want to keep. I could probably get him cheaper, though, through ARB. We'll do 2.2. Sure. Darling, I also want to keep. He's been my backup, but I don't mind if I move off him, it's not the end of the world, because I also have Brent Meyer. But he's up there in age, so I'd rather have Darling over Meyer, given that he's 10 years younger. So we'll try $2 million there. Manning, again, need to keep these young guys in the organization at least. He's going to be cheaper through this than through ARB. I know that because he has a crazy contract. Yeah, for Ortiz, I'll offer him 1 year for 1.3, sure. Ayers, I'm not sure if I want to bring him back. He wasn't great for me after I signed him, but he's going to be cheap anyways. So I could sign him to this kind of deal and then just keep him in AAA. Wow, Lazeri wants 1.3 though. Give him 8 there for ARB. Again, doing a speed run here, so I'm not really thinking about these numbers too much. I'm just kind of throwing cash at these guys. Reynolds, I'd like to still have back. He should be a back of the rotation kind of guy instead of my 2. He was my 2 pretty much all year. Vado, he was out pretty much all year. 1.4 is all he wants. That's fine. Then I can do that through here. Or 1.6 is what he wants, excuse me. Bencor was good for me as well. He was $1 million last year. Doesn't even want that this year. Let's go. Love to see it. Love it when my Major League bullpen guys don't even want what they were getting paid the year before. Jordan I want to keep because I want to trade him. So I'm going to try to get him as cheap as possible. And then hopefully trade him because I don't want Luke Jordan. Mesoraco is going to be really cheap here. Yep, just $1 mil. Love to see that. $1 million bench bat. And then Curtis Johnson, I want nothing to do with. I thought I released him. I did, yeah. Okay, good. Or he's going through waivers right now then. I'd also like to be able to look at waivers in free agents or in the offseason. I don't know why I can't do that. Yeah, because you can't see it at all. Ridiculous. So we did that. We got ARB for both of them. Let's do tender contracts. This is tender contracts they have to accept. So these ones are always easier than the ARB. Not thinking about extensions really. Again, just throwing money at these guys and hoping that they sign. Ari Salazar, fantastic bench bat for us last year. Love to see it. There's Stromble. He should come back. I don't want both. Ozzy, he was a big bat for me too. Again, I'd let the CPU do this, but I'd rather have the control over which minor leaguers I sign and which ones I don't. Because there's a few guys, I think I released them all already, but I'd like to be able to do like an offer, do like an offer all kind of situation. That would be very much so preferred over having to go through every single one of these guys. Dunning, I want too bad. He might be a trade chip. Marshall, I like. I just got him in a trade. Albo Banya's decent. Let's go. Stevens, I like. Nice little lefty. Jordan Jennings just made his Major League debut at the end of the season, or towards the end of the season. Sato, I kind of want to think of as a trade chip too. Maybe I'll just straight up release him because he wasn't good for me. Especially when I was playing, he was pretty bad. Good reaction, just not great speed out in center. He can't really play center field consistently, so I'll just dump him. Fujita wants the league minimum. That sounds great. Here's May. Another cheap contract there. Keith Butler, same thing. Just keep offering all these in here. Cusmano, he made his Major League debut this year. Then he got injured. Graham, I don't really care about. Maldonado, I'll sign, sure. Barker, same thing. He's going to get dumped. Thompson, I don't care about. Ross, let's go. Mario Melendez, I definitely want back. Closer of the future, Mario Melendez. Max Foster made his Major League debut as well. I liked him. He actually could be like he's not a great defender, so maybe he isn't actually in the running for a backup catcher position, but it's a secondary, and then it would give me some versatility, at least in terms of my bench, where I have a catcher that can play the outfield. So I was thinking about that off stream. Definitely a possibility, but he's got low fielding, so maybe not. Rodgers, same thing. Just keep bringing back all these guys. I want them all back. except for the ones I don't want back, of course. Tejada, the Spaniard, Nick Tejada. Nolan I released, or tried to release. I think I released Schumacher. Yep, I don't really want him. Same with Weber. Sadler I do want back. Switch hitting center fielder. Yen, nice little starter. Give me you. Candy I'll keep. He's a trade piece, so that's someone I'm thinking about. Uriarte I released. Robinson I released. Cherry I want to keep. First baseman. Mason Matthews, a potential left fielder. Young guy, he's going to take some time. Casado I'll think about later. Cisco I want to bring back. And then Zibia I'll keep as well. 7. That's perfectly all right. Cool, let's go. And then here are the spiders. I know this is some dry content, but I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can, do everything on stream. If you want to see gameplay, of course, you can watch Crazy Coach. He's playing with the roster right now, playing his Royals franchise. I'll always plug his content. Zager, I want to keep. I'm not sure if I want him in the majors, though, but I still want to give him a contract. Kings don't have as many guys that are higher ARB eligible here, so that's nice. All these are cheap, are cheap renewable contracts. Yeah, and these are major league guys too. Those first 5 or 6. Tracy, I like him out of the bullpen a lot. Let's keep him. Boykin I might not bring back. He might be a trade chip kind of guy. Or I'll think about releasing him later if I can't find a trade. Sterling I liked. That was mostly before stream when I was using him. Mac Tracy did not perform well for us, but I don't mind him. Here's Gentry. Little reliever here. Not bad. Beltre, another reliever. Not great, but it's okay. You just have to have guys to fill the minors, fill the roster, so he's one of them. Dylan Kelly should be in the rotation not next year, but the year after would be my thought. I like Reyes Bat. He's more of a DH type. I got a bunch of DH types for these spiders, which isn't ideal. You only have one DH on the field anyways. So I got to think about getting more decent fielding kind of guys. Durrington I want to keep. I got to think about a third baseman I'm going to move here as well. Rupert I'll keep. He's one of the guys I'm thinking I could trade. Really upset that Boyer went down to a D. He should be a low C. Manny Martinez is my third baseman of the future here for the Spiders. Let's look at his card right there. He's going to take a little bit of time still. He's 65 overall now, but that's not exactly a guy that should be starting in the majors. Curly Hermida, one of my favorite names on the roster. Curly for a guy who's balding. Here's Osborne, my favorite bench guy. My favorite bench guy right now, at least. That's Sheely. Frazier I want to bring back, yes. Simmons is okay, so you'll come back. Paluski I released. Saunders is decent. This is another guy I could think about trading. B potential starting pitcher. Donald Stoddard's my catcher of the future. He might be more of a trade candidate though, since I have a long contract for my current catcher. Campos I want to keep. A little left fielder there. Jesse Davis, a potential prospect. There's Hank Mathis. Lambert's definitely coming back. Reese Matthews I released already. Perdomo, I want to bring him back. Another minor league guy. Nick Nelson, another A potential reliever. Dipson's got 99 speed. I definitely want to keep him. I do like the minors a lot that I've messed around with here. Gotten a few prospects that I really enjoy. Here's Ben Walsh. He should be near the majors early on. Those Rodriguez. Here's Tiffy. Alec Tiffy. Figueroa I released. Peralta is a potential second baseman. Unique skill set there. He's more of a power hitter for a second baseman. Not much on defense. McMillan's a nice reliever I like. Another C potential guy. Nagy's decent. He's probably not a starter, but he's okay. Mo Adams isn't much, but again, you need guys to fill the minors. Rodeker's decent. Harvey Rodeker. Travis Phillips is going to be released. Severino's decent. I'll probably trade him. Littleton's been released. So has Hashimoto. Peter Patterson I want to keep. Harper Bryson I like. He's a no defense kind of guy. Big time contact bat. Steal some bags. Hanson I definitely want to keep. Got him from the Cardinals. Bellamy I'll probably keep, and then we'll see after that. He might be one of the guys that I have to dump. Breckenridge is decent. The Englishman, Jacob Breckenridge, and then the rest of these guys I believe are released. Yes, I did. So there we go. So we tendered, and then we also did salary arbitration. So we're good, and we can look at free agency a little bit more now. Let's simulate one more day. Tracy Stewart is going to go to the Colorado Rockies, 3.7 over just 1 year. So we didn't get a chance at him. We did get Will Jacobs and J.J. Lewis, but we'll look more into free agency. I need a reliever offer for Cleveland at some point. Not sure what I want to do. I might even think about the non-tenders because sometimes guys that are decent will get non-tendered as well, and then those are the guys I can go after. I don't exactly need Wolf, but he could make some sense. 85 overall. He might be, honestly, I mean, he's the best lefty here, so maybe I should just go after him. Or Russell could make some sense. Get him for like 1 or 2 years. That would be a cheap contract, too, for Russell. Maybe I'll try that. Nice. Okay, he likes that more than Houston, at least. Okay, we're going to skip a day. I'm going to take a quick break, actually, too. Here's Sergio Gomez, who signs. Let's get it. Signs with these Kings. I get my relief pitcher right there, Sergio Gomez. And then nothing else notable quite yet. That's the wrong team. But here is Sergio Gomez, 83 overall relief pitcher. There's his delivery. It's the Darren O'Day delivery. Great to see him signing. And then we didn't make any other signings. So again, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll come right back. I'm just going to fill my cup and I'll run to the bathroom. Cool. All right, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Just a quick break. Let's look more into free agency. I got to think about more bullpen arms still. I'm not too worried about position players right now. Russell's at the top of the list there. That's good for Cleveland. I don't think I played that game at all, high completion, the one you're playing right now. 2 stages and I'm beat up. You mentioned it not too long ago, and I can't remember. Dirt Rally 2.0. Yeah, I don't think I played that at all. So here, yeah, for Cleveland, I definitely need a starting pitcher. So Wood is the top offer there, or the top guy there. Oh, really? Yeah, you like Russell? Okay. Yeah, hopefully he comes aboard. That's going to be a cheap contract, so I'd really like that. And I don't really necessarily want to pay relievers a whole lot of money, especially because I already have a few guys. He's just another depth piece in terms of our bullpen being a little bit thicker at the back end of the game. And I need that for Cleveland really badly. And this is a pretty thin market as well, so I'm not sure what else. Derek Bonds will be the first base coach for the Spiders. Love to see it. Looking at my offers, it is Zimmer's a catcher, then it's Escobar and Ortega. That's good. That's what I'm looking for. I'm thinking about a first baseman as well. Did we get? Oh, look at that. We did get Percy Hopkins. So we signed Percy Hopkins here for Atlanta. Here he is. He's got the Andrew Stevenson batting stance, I believe. Big platoon bat. Oh, he's going to mash against right-handed pitching. Not so much against left-handers. Good overall with vision and or good enough overall with vision and discipline for a power hitter guy. Decent arm, and then not great in the field, but he's got that arm for right field. So it's okay. It's a nice cheaper signing for me. The overall is at 74, but he's ecstatic to be in Atlanta right now. Big signing right there. Totally went under the radar. Yep, Zimmer. Yes, he's gonna be the guy we're offering the contract to, right there. So Russell and Wood here for Cleveland, and then Zimmer and Escobar for Atlanta. So we're good on the corner outfielder. That's very good. I'm still considering a shortstop, and then we'll have to think about trades and such later on. But we'll skip a couple more days just to get deeper into free agency. Cam Green goes to the Marlins. He's a closer. And then Tom Shields goes to the Orioles. Look at that. Baltimore getting stronger after being the best team in all of baseball. One more day. Kings get a hitting coach. Love to see it. We did get one guy. Who was it? It was there it is. Raul Escobar. Should be a decent little second baseman, utility kind of guy for us here in Atlanta. That's great to see. That fills my bench infielder spot. And then hopefully it means that I can move Bobby Getz to play some third base if his morale is fine, if he's okay with playing a secondary position. He just has all those hot zones, so I have to keep him around. Plays a bunch of spots. I can play him at first, second, third, left, or right field, so he's a great bench option. And he's very cheap as well, just at $600K. So that makes Luke Jordan expendable because we pick up Raul Escobar. So it'll be probably a platoon between Escobar and Mesoraco. So let's look at Escobar in the uni. Nice purple all around. He's a former Cardinal, so it would have been red before. Decent looking dude. Play some third base in the outfield as well, and it's going to be a cheap contract. I believe it was just $3 million. So that's a nice cheap contract there to get Raul Escobar. So let's look at Cleveland again. Did we sign either of those guys? Russell and Wood? No, we did not. So let's look at Russell. We're still leading there, and then same with Wood. That's another cheap one. The rest, all those starters are gone already. All those high overall starters have been taken. So we're going to have to wait until we get past, I believe, December 2nd, which is when the non-tender deadline is. Stoudemire goes to the Mets. So I need a new or a different first base coach for the Kings. Was it first base? Yes, it was. So first base, let's look at. Yeah, it isn't strictly based off of attribute grade, because it's A to B and then the B, and then back to A again. So I'm confused here. Don Long looks fine, though. Fielding, arm, accuracy, durability, all pluses, and then blocking's a negative. That's fine. We'll give you 3. Why not? Hopefully he comes aboard. I just don't want to have to think about coaching anymore. Vince Clark is going to go to the Orioles again. The Orioles getting stronger here. Vince Clark to the O's. Jimmer Ortega still waiting there. And then these pitchers got signed. So did we sign them? Yes, we did. Ray Russell is now a Cleveland Spider. Love to see it. Another bullpen arm for us here. He didn't have a great year last year, but throws gas. He's just 32, or he is 32 years old. And then we only got him for 1 year on a cheap contract, just $4 million. Here's the delivery, showing him real quick. There you go. He fell out of the bullpen. And then we also signed Tanner Wood, who's morale has brought him up to an 81. He is happy. Not happy about being in the bullpen, apparently, but he won't be when we get to the regular season. But he's an 81 overall thanks to morale. Nice little pitch mix. His 4-seam slider, changeup, and a cut. And then there's the delivery. He's a former Chicago Cub. Great to see us making moves. So the Spiders are done with picking up Major League caliber players at this time. We'll think about more later on, but the Spiders, I didn't have too much of a list for them. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I didn't know that. So they have attributes for all of them then. Why would it just show 4 of them? Coaching is so confusing. I don't know why it has it the way it does. Damn, I didn't know that though. Completion. That's crazy. I appreciate you for telling me, but that's why some Bs are above As and etc. Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to look more into coaches when I'm messing around off of stream. I'm not going to do it in this franchise, obviously, but in other ones, when I'm looking at stuff, I'm going to have to look into that a little more. Should I consider making offers to other players right now at this time? Coaching definitely needs an overhaul. I 100% agree, Noble. It is stupid. It's the stupidest thing. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the fact that I've played this game for almost 10 years and I still don't understand how coaching works is ridiculous. But let's continue to look at players here. Do I want an outfielder for the Kings at all? I got Aguilera there. Ortega wouldn't exactly be an upgrade, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here. And then same with Jernigan. He would be an upgrade over Dominguez, but I have Ray in center, so I don't really even have to think about that. Same with over here, and then left field is Ortiz. Maybe I could use a corner outfielder here instead of Ortiz. So Ortega would be a better starter in that context. What do you guys think? Left fielder for Cleveland? Yeah. Weird. I just don't get it. I just go after one guy that looks decent and then sign him. Don't really think too much about coaching, but yeah, let's look into a left fielder. Maybe a guy like Gavin Cook could come to Cleveland. I don't want Romack; he's too old. Grimsley could work in the platoon kind of situation that I'd have going, but he's not a great defender. So he's someone I could think about. I had Jackson before. Even someone like Miguel Rodriguez would be good enough where he'd be an upgrade in left field over Ortiz, and then I can kind of still have Ortiz platoon. Maybe I'll even wait. I could just wait until the non-tenders come out, and there might be a better non-tender guy than these ones out here. But Ortega's a great defender, not so much with an arm. Yeah, I go by names usually as well for coaches. Yeah, first one that I recognize or real coaches kind of get the nod over fake ones. Cousins is more of a DH type, so I don't exactly want him over Ortega. Cook is the same. He's your prototypical DH, Gavin Cook. So maybe we'll think about Rodriguez because he'll be cheap, and then it works with the platoon. Or I can get Ortega, and then I bounce Ortiz off the team, and then find someone else for the platoon because Ortega's a plus defender. Mark Pryor doesn't want to be your pitching coach, okay? You understand that? Let's look at Ortega. I want to see how much he wants. Yeah, almost $10 million to be a defensive left fielder. Not sure how I feel with that. Maybe 2 years? Don't know if I can say every day. Definitely a club option. Again, trying to make the team better, but I'm not sure how much I want to sacrifice now for later. Stuff like that. Love it. See it. Well, no, it'd be Ortega on Cleveland is the thought. I already signed a corner outfielder for Atlanta. But yeah, I see the joke. Cleveland, I don't mind my shortstop situation. I probably could get a better one anyways. I'm going to wait until non-tenders for the most part. I'm not going to touch most of these guys. What's up, Tree? Welcome, buddy. We're doing an off-season stream, a speed run of the off-season here. We're not too far into it quite yet. I know I've been going for, well over an hour. But welcome. Looking at free agency, we did get that catcher, so Zimmer is part of the squad now. Calvin Zimmer. That's our backup catcher, Calvin Zimmer. Here's a quick look at him. Backup catcher. Nice equipment. I like the socks. Look at that. Looks great in a Kings uniform. Love to see it. Okay, so again, yeah, let's 40-man protection for the Rule 5. Doesn't matter to me. Caleb Lamb is now my pitching coach for Cleveland. Today's the last day to offer salary arb. Let's double check that I did that for everybody I need to. As a Rocco, please. Offer arbitration. He wants a lot of money, though. Come on. Yeah, I can't even lowball him. I really wish he would have signed before we got this far, so I didn't have to offer him arbitration. Same thing over here. Well, I offered arbitration for both these guys. Damn, now I wish I knew what I offered them. Right? It doesn't even say what the arbitration I offered them was. J-Hack, I wouldn't say there's too many. It depends on if you do a fantasy draft or not as well, but there's not a whole lot. Bellamy, you're off the 40 man. Get out of here. I should think about trades still too. So we did sign Ortega. It's Roberto Ortega, excuse me. Roberto Ortega is my left fielder here now for Cleveland. It looks great. Love those white shoes. Oh, it says it on the main screen, doesn't it? Oh, okay, I see it now. Wow, I'm dumb. Okay. Thanks. Wow, I shouldn't have done that then. So I offered 2.2 to Rowe and 800K to Lazzeri. Probably not gonna. Yeah, I'd rather have them just wait me out here, and we'll figure it out later on. I totally missed that. Yeah, I usually don't even look at like this main version of the screen right here. I just go to the specific screens. But cool. Okay, so Kings also have 40 men, more than 40 men on their 40-man roster. So that means we signed that other infielder then, huh? Yep, we got Jake Fish to play third base for these Atlanta Kings. The Milwaukee Brewer third baseman, Jake Fish. There's his stance. Nice little stance. That's Jeffrey Marte. So we got 2 Ortegas this offseason. And then I want to remove Sato from the 40 man. So let's do that. Okay. I want to keep going a little bit more still before we talk about trades. Nunez is going to go to the Twins, Tony Nunez. We'll go to December 2nd because that's when non-tenders occur. So let's make sure I'm tendering contracts. Sato is going to stick with the squad. So do I want to keep him or not? Let's say no. And then Cleveland, not so much either. So I'm going to dump Sato right now. We're at 82 players for the Kings, and then for the Spiders, sitting at 84. So we can still make some moves here after the non-tenders come out here. So let's look at that. Nice. Looking forward to seeing who's available in free agency here now through non-tenders. Not too much for starting pitching. I like Ernesto Rodriguez. He could fit. The lefty Joel O'Malley there. I'm sure there always are guys, like this guy, Durango here, has a decent potential even. This is Andrew Durango from the Mariners. And then, it doesn't say how many options he has left. I wish it would say how many options he has left right here. Because I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Same here. This is another guy. Bradley Patterson has no service time. He's got B potential. What are you doing? Nobody should be non-tendering a B potential 25-year-old. But the pitcher I did want to make a run at, though, is here. It's Andrew Durango. Let's do it for Cleveland, yeah. At least just the 1 year, $2.5 million. Figure it out there later. Oh, yeah, Reynolds been good for you? Oh, what's up? That's Cubs fan. Welcome, buddy. Glad you're here. What's the minimum for who? Who are you talking about, J-Hack? For anybody? Like for random B potential guys? I was thinking about I need another major league caliber arm, so Reynolds makes some sense. He was a long reliever for them. He was fantastic as a long reliever for them too. So I could bring him to Atlanta. That could make some sense. I don't know. Cleveland needs pitching more than Atlanta does, though, doesn't it? Yeah, and then I'm still thinking I'll move Gore. Oh, yeah, I already offered him the contract. It was Andrew Durango. What's the minimum offer that they want? He said 2. He's looking for 2.1. Yeah, the minimum I can go is just 30K. I'm thinking maybe I don't need Reynolds necessarily because I'd rather have Durango being a lefty with that B potential, being a couple years younger there. So we can look at some bullpen guys. Wow, they didn't really do anything here. Dono's decent, 23 years old. Zane Williams is a lefty. Okay. Try him there. Cleveland doesn't need lefties as badly as I need them in Atlanta, actually, so that makes more sense for Atlanta. Zane Williams right there. And now we're getting to the 50s. I don't even want to think about relievers in the 50s. Really? Okay. Usually around 80K, 5 million if they have 2 to 3 options. Weird. Yeah, I wish we could do minor league contracts and I don't even have to think about options. Something like that. I'm going to have to pay more attention to that too, J-Hack. I don't even look at that in franchise necessarily. I don't need catchers unless we get a minor league one. Atlanta still needs a couple more like lower minor league catchers. So that's something to think about. How about Brandon Edwards here? Not bad. Verano, does he have major league time? He does not. Belanger hits a lot too for a catcher. I like that. Will be enough. We'll just keep going. Yeah, I wish we could do minor league contracts. If you have a full 40-man, though, it should give you an option if you want to offer it as a major league contract or not. I really strongly believe that. One of the best names in the roster, Lunchbox Jones, free agent here. Former Mariner. Mendoza mashes, too. This dude at second base. This might be the move here for Cleveland. Oh, they did do that. Okay. I couldn't remember if they had something like that in that game or in those games. For Atlanta, I should get a minor league second baseman too. I released a bunch of second basemen for both teams. Some guy who has no service. Fernandez? Oh, he does have service. Shoot. Who am I thinking of? Strickland's decent. I could do him. And he didn't get service. Cool. I like that. Mendoza on Boston. Is that the... Who am I thinking of? Or who are you thinking of? I'm not sure if I follow. Who's Mendoza? Is that the reliever? Oh, the second baseman. It's not Mendoza, is it? That's a different guy you're thinking of, right? It's Estrada is their starting second baseman. Oh, the newspaper was cool too. Yeah. Oh, Mendoza. He's not on Boston. Sorry, Gus Mendoza is Detroit. He was Detroit. He's a free agent now. Sorry, I totally even forgot who I was talking about there. Gus Mendoza. Yeah, he's a Detroit second baseman to begin with. Just high vision, high discipline kind of guy. Looks like he progressed well, and then they didn't want to pay him minor league salary. So that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, newspaper would be great. Definitely would like to see that. Another guy who matches, Marco Sanchez. Much better against the lefties. I do need a AAA third baseman somewhere too. Probably more so for Atlanta. But, well, I still have that then. Since I got Fish, then Ramirez and Harrison could be the AAA kind of guys or have one of them platoon. Probably move Brad Harrison. So I don't super need someone like Sanchez quite yet. Kemp is cool too. Fletcher has service. Shoot. Okay. A bunch of these other guys have service too. Rather sign a guy with no service, so he's going to be cheaper. But that's why they get no tendered, is because the team doesn't want to pay him their salary. There's Chuck Souza. Still hasn't retired yet. I'm gonna have to look at other spots. Oh, I do not want Bronco McClendon. Nope. I'm doing fine for third base actually for both of them. Rowe just underperformed, and then for the Kings we got Fish, and then Ramirez is good, and then Harrison can hit against lefties. So I don't mind my third base situations for either team at this point. I do like Kenny Story. This guy plays everywhere, so he could be a bench kind of guy that I could figure out somewhere. He just played the entire year for the Brewers too. Probably for Cleveland though, or not Cleveland, for Atlanta though would be better for him. Cook is still available, guys, if you're wondering. Marshall did get in the majors. Wow, Jacob Marshall, another guy that hits really well against left-handers. That's another DH type kind of guy that I should be avoiding, but I'm thinking about guys like that for some reason. Mills has catcher as one of his secondary. He's a decent overall kind of guy, not a great bat. Did he get to the majors? No, he didn't. That's interesting. Could make sense for Atlanta a little bit. Dodson is a bat too. Look at this dude. He's probably I could work him in for Cleveland. Chris Dodson mashes against right-handed pitching. Noble, I didn't hit with him, and he had a bad year. Yeah, I don't think he would clear waivers. There, J-Hack, Bronco McClendon. There, he actually he just signed that contract. If you look at his stats, he was with the Cardinals before he signs with Arizona. Yeah, Dodson would be a nice platoon right fielder here. And then kind of have Andrews work in there as well. And then we kind of have a mix of a couple different guys at the DH spot. Yeah, good pinch hitter. Does he have the cork for it? He does not. He has pressure cooker, though. That's a good one. Yeah, 92 clutch. Love to see it. Noble, get out of here. How about this? Chris Dodson over Gavin Cook. I'll fight with Duran. Who else do I want to look at? I think we're going to go a couple days, and hopefully I sign a few of these guys. And then we'll figure it out after that, after a couple more days go through. You have a clip for that? An umpire looking at Barry Bonds before he calls it a strike or not? That would be hilarious. Strickland, I don't want on the 40-man. What are you doing? Okay. Mesoraco, I'd like to have in the majors. Rush, I just added. Maybe Cusumano. I'm a little deep in center field and the outfield in general, so Cusumano could be a guy I move off of if we have too many, or since we have too many. And then here we're at 40 exactly for Cleveland. Well, a couple more days. Spiders are now at 42, so I lied. Who did we just sign? We did get Dodson. Chris Dodson is a Spider. All right, and then who was the other guy we signed then? Mendoza. He's going to come along. Again, I don't want him on the 40-man either. I guess you have to sign him to a Major League contract. They used an option on him, or someone used an option. So I need to clear 2 spots on my 40-man now, since we're up to 42 here for Cleveland. I might even think about trading since, yeah, everybody's got C's. Here's his 30, though, and he's not even 70, so that's an easy dump right there. And then Beltray is the same situation, actually, so I'll probably dump him as well. Remove both those guys from the 40-man roster. Here we go here. That's fine. That's also 40 exactly, so let's keep going. I would like to see waivers when we're in the middle of the offseason, though. Unfortunately, we don't get to see that at all. Who's the guy assigned here? Story. Cool. So we got Kenny Story. He's a high C, actually. What is he at? 78. Love to see it. So he should progress. Nice bench. Infielder, outfielder kind of guy. Not going to hit too much, but can play everywhere, and he still has 3 options. Great signing there to bring in Kenny Story. We're probably good for infielders then, too. I don't need any more of those. And then it's probably going to be Story over Strickland. So Strickland's expendable here, so we'll remove him. He's got probably the worst potential of the guys on my 40-man right now then. And let's look at, we're at 87 here for Cleveland, and then for Atlanta, we're at 89. Okay. So now we can think about trades. Since we're a little further along here, a lot more of the prospects are going to be signed, and a lot more major league kind of guys, except for ARB guys, are also going to be signed to contracts. Just doing a double check. Since we're past the non-tender deadline, now there's going to be a lot more trade options. So now we can really start thinking about trades. And there's a few I want to think about for Atlanta. The one at the top of the list is going to be Luke Jordan. He is the most expendable, for being honest. And I'd also maybe package with him and get somebody who's really decent in the rotation here. Someone who's better than, obviously better than 75 at least. So let's look for starting pitchers that could be moved. Did I move Dent to Baltimore? I did. Okay, I forgot about that. But yeah, let's look for MLB Ready. Who wants to send me a starting pitcher? Cummings is only a 70. That's not much. Nomura, he's decent. They just signed Jernigan. I wish that players who just signed weren't able to be traded like this, like a Jernigan here, because you're not supposed to be able to trade players right away after you sign them. Thigpen, he's probably a Padre. Yes, he is. Alec Thigpen. I'm guessing that's who you're guessing, right? Or thinking about. Really, they wouldn't give me. Deion Parks is a slightly better. Okay. Maybe I can get like a decent B potential starting pitcher that's around 75 plus kind of thing, like a Hendricks. Yeah, but he's not even available. Watson would be great. Watson would be a big get here. He's still a C potential for you. I believe I bumped his potential up, but you might have a different version of the roster. I don't want Myers. I don't want Starks. Parker could make some sense. He's about where I want pitchers to be, and then he has no service yet. I could even get more from Pittsburgh if I was looking into it. I do like, there's a few guys on Pittsburgh's minor leagues that I like a lot too, like an August Clark, another kind of bench guy. He's going to be redundant to Story, though, would be the issue here. But nice B potential. Another bat guy, more of a defensive first player. And then Levy takes too long, another B prospect. Reyes is in the majors already. I think he got hurt. You're right, Quinn Brignac from the Reds. I made too many trades with the Reds, so I probably shouldn't. Trying to think if I can get a third player here, it'd be cool, but that's okay. Reyes is interesting too, because then he kind of could fill in as my other bench bat kind of guy, but then he's got a B potential, so he could turn into a starter down the road. Much better against left-handers, and then he is just a right-handed hitter. I thought he was switch. He's just a right-handed hitter. But they don't exactly have room for him right now. He's kind of looking like their fourth outfielder. Do they need a second baseman? Not exactly. Do I want to give them my second baseman? Yes. I think I'm going to roll with this. Maybe if they could give me another pitcher. I don't exactly see. It's only going to be D potentials, though. They can't really give me anybody that's better than the D potential kind of guy. Like even like these better D potential dudes are still, pushing it over the edge. Yeah, so it's not going to happen. I'm fine with just the 2 players then. So it's going to be Jordan and O. So I move off of a player that I don't like using, Luke Jordan, who's just a C potential, and then I can dump some salary while also moving an A potential starting pitcher for a B potential starting pitcher here in Jordan Parker and a B potential outfielder who's also already Major League ready in Julian Reyes. So we're going to do that. because I like that idea. Gives me a different starting pitcher now in terms of Jordan Parker, and then I can kind of think about getting him in the rotation pretty soon as he progresses. Nice 5-pitch pitcher, gets it up there. So I like it. Let's do it. Yes, sir. And let's think about more trades then. So I traded Jordan just now to Pittsburgh. And O also went to Pittsburgh. I can ever type. Let's look into Cleveland then. I want to move Brent Meyer because I don't want to have anything to do with him backing up because I have Darling now. And then I have other catchers. I can figure out the catcher position later as well. And then let's package in a prospect, probably West over Durrington. A couple of years older. I know he's almost closer, but Durrington is a little bit more of the type of player that I want to build my team around or have as my core. But I'm not too worried about that either because Martinez is probably going to be the guy over Durrington anyways. So let's also think about Gore or Ayers maybe. Ayers isn't even on the 40-man anymore, so maybe not him. But Gore is currently in there, and maybe I can get a slightly better starting pitcher. Yeah, I can't even trade for Brainiac here. Big mad. Okay. Doherty just signed a big contract with them. Obermueller, not so much, and then Venner's way too much above it. Nakajima could make some sense. Okay. Again, not significantly better, though. He's exactly at where Gore is at. So I'm giving guys to teams that don't even care. Gore's not getting paid that much. Meyer is way overpaid, though. So this is a salary dump, essentially. I'm going to have to bring in another poor salary. Or poor contract, I mean. Jackson could make some sense. He's a little bit better. That's another big thing, though. That's money right there that I have to acquire. It's probably going to be something like that if I get like someone like a Jackson. Or even, wow, they don't want to. Wow, Frankie Dandleton. I love this dude. Left-hander, just getting better. 74 overall already. Or Dickerson. I could think about Jackson then because that's a big, bad contract for a couple more years. We'll come back around to that then. What is he? 79 with the C. Moss is the guy with all those walks. I don't really want him. Pruitt could make some sense. Another bigger contract. Just 29 years old, so he's going to be... He just has just a 1 year, though. That would be a rental. It's your boy Madrigal. Bo Madrigal, just a 72, though. He does have a B potential. Doesn't help me right away as much, but someone who I could continue to develop here for Cleveland. Bo Madrigal. That would mean that I could pick up another C potential somewhere too. Probably not a guy like Ademace, but maybe Zach Brown here. Yeah, I actually had him on my Blackjacks team too. Dealing with him right now, like right now. But there's I don't know. What else do I want to get if I were to pick up anything? Probably, I mean, wow. Okay, so I can't get a B, that's for sure. Just look at all of their decent C potential guys. Yeah, right now, nice. I do like Tyrell Taylor a lot too. Another center fielder, big platoon kind of guy. Not much for defense. 1 run through 4. That's fantastic. That's the kind of pitcher I want right now. Especially because we have literally nothing here for Cleveland. Maybe I'll remove Meyer from this and I can get somebody else. Maybe dump someone like Rupert or Winters has a B potential. Damn it, they still wouldn't give me Ventura. I mean, he's far off anyways. I like Rodriguez a lot. Another big contact bat, second base. McCain would make some sense. I know you like him. High completion. Definitely can't get an A potential. Ross signed a big contract there. Gonzalez goes to the Mariners. That's interesting, especially since they have Gilmore. So they have 2 lefty bats right there, and then another one coming. I'm gonna have to look at a different pitcher, I think. I like Buster Robinson, but he's not as good here. Should get better though, given the B potential. That's another contract that isn't great in terms of money. I don't want Jalen Poole. Rivas is going to be too good for this. I might have to refigure out this package here. Winters and Gore. Yeah, I don't know. Fernandez is too good. This is tough. I'm really just looking. Yeah, hard pass. It's not even that hard of a pass. Because I pitched poorly with him as well. Ostaloza is a nice two-way player on the roster. If you're looking for a pitcher that can hit from the White Sox, Oscar Ostaloza. Mason Jackson, I could get probably C, like 3 C's, but I kind of want to B here. Especially since I'm trading Gore, who's in the rotation now. But it would at least give Durango a shot, so that might even help his morale. It's already up, though. I guess I could just dump Gore for someone who's not as Major League ready, too. That's someone like Lynn. Cummings is a B, and he's there now. Okay. Terrible year, and I matched off of him, too. Maybe not. Yeah, if I can't get a Major League caliber starting pitcher, then I kind of want to think about something else then. Jameson, no. Patrick Nelson's decent, but no. Ringwell's a B. Ooh, I like that. Okay. 22. Still not the same kind of... Where'd he go? On the Mariners? Yep, Bo Madrigal right there. 27 years old. He might be the move then. 27 B potential. 27 B potential. Buster Robinson. Yeah, same thing. Oh, Zach Myers is definitely a big bullpen guy. Or bullpen. Batting practice pitcher. Yeah, I want nothing to do with that Mets right-hander right there. Madrigal might be the move then, and I'm just going to have to find some other C sort of prospect here to give me something else. Zach Brown is decent. He takes a little bit of time. Ottomace doesn't have a contract. I'd prefer him, though. He's probably preferred over Zach Brown, the Zach Brown band. Smooth is decent. I could use him over Brown. There we go. Do I need a bullpen arm like that, though? What's Smooth at? 66. Still just a little bit away, so that's fine. C potential 24-year-old. Yeah, we can do that. Let's look at other Pulido. Nope. Other C potential guys. Mayo is decent. There we go. Do I want to do that though? Would I prefer Mayo over Squash West? Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe not Mayo then. Don't want Cutler. I just moved him there. Piedro's a major league guy, but again, he's probably not going to work. Dolan's decent. I'd actually prefer Dolan entirely if I could figure something else out here because he turns into a nice major leaguer. One of the few like average kind of guys across the board here, Troy Dolan. So he could make some sense, especially because Pena's blocking him here. Just a 20-year-old B potential. Yeah, they wouldn't do that though. I'd have to give him even more. I don't like that either because I'm trying. The whole point of the deal is trying to move Gore. I would do all 3 for Dolan, honestly, but they don't want to. Yeah, we'll come back to this then. We'll come back to talking about Dolan in the future. Wow, they wouldn't do that though. Love to hear it though. Bo Madrigal having a good day for you. Are you streaming right now then too, or you just playing around? I might just do this. I don't exactly like their D's. Do I need a catcher? I might need a catcher at some point since I'm going to dump Meyer. I don't really want Anderson, Carlisle. Nope. Just playing around. Okay, cool. Cool. Jason Ryan. No. I'm fine with this then. Unless they have a starter. Nope, again, yep, nothing here. Marsh. He's getting paid a lot. Why are you getting paid this much? Okay. I mean, I'm still dumping salary. That's fine then. So we'll do that. I'm okay with this. I'm still going to try to trade Meyer now. We'll take it. So let's try to trade Meyer. Show me prospects. Someone throw me a Seek prospect for my backup catcher. Oh, look at that. How about Maximo Reyes? Let's look at other guys. Ben Rudolph is almost there. That's a decent move right there. I know you're using Ben Rudolph too, completion percentage. Elroy Jimenez is decent. Brendan Thompson would be okay. Overstreet, how about 2 C's? Okay. Take some sort of flyer like that. Love these Reds minor leaguers. Not exactly though. I don't like any of these 3 guys that they're presenting there. Future third baseman over Souza. I'd love to hear it. Building for the future. Sean Singer. I don't think I know who that is. How is it that I've made these guys and I don't even know who they are? I don't want to trade with myself. Wait, what's going on here? You trading a potential... Okay. Well, we'll do that one then. Bowers and Morrison. He's far away. And then Max Morrison. Okay. I'm just trying to dump my catcher, so yeah, I got no problem with this. My backup catcher, Brent Meyer, he's going to go to Texas. Cool. And then I want to look at free agency again because I still am thinking about. Well, now it's not really a thing. Yeah, it's not going to work too well. Because Vandenherk I could have come in if I trade Franklin, but I don't really exactly want to trade Franklin now, all things considered. Because it would mean that I'd have to try to sign Vandenherk or get a first baseman back in return. We'll at least listen on offers. Let's see what we can get. Show me MLB ready. I kind of want to mix, though. Show me all. Oh, I like Maddox. That'd be a nice one. Tyler Maddox. Not exactly what I'm anticipating on getting, but that would be interesting. I should be able to get at least 1, maybe 2 Bs. Major League ready kind of guys. These are 2 Major Leaguers there. Bright is decent out of the bullpen. That'd be big. Again, I'd still have to figure out my first base situation if I did move him and not get a first baseman back, though. So I got to keep that in mind that I might have to re-sign somebody. I was just talking up Dandleton. There he is. Probably not going to trade in the division, even though we could get Sorensen back there. That'd be decent. Elijah Boston. That's a first baseman that takes a while. Rivas is a major leaguer now. Oh, what's up, Crazy Coach? With the raid, bringing in 4 people. Let's go. Appreciate it. Welcome to the franchise. We're just trying to do a speed run on the off season. It's not as speedy as I was hoping it was going to be. I did hit pretty well with Franklin, though. Yeah, welcome on the raid. How did it go, Crazy Coach? How you finished the season off? Tyler24, appreciate the new follower. Welcome. And Lions Den, welcome. Yes, welcome on the raid. Welcome, guys. We're trying to trade my starting first baseman, and I'm not sure what direction to go in here. But we're just doing a quick run through the offseason. Ooh, Nesbitt makes some sense. But again, yeah, Noble, it's just because he's 35 now, and I'm trying to move off of the money more than anything else. So I like this. I like Evan Nesbitt. That's a good start from the Rockies. And he's their best one. So this would be a big improvement for them if they were to make some sort of trade like this. I don't know who else I'd want here. Nope. Blackwell, I could get 2 Bs in the 60s. Thank you, Lions Den. New follower, thank you. Call the Bacon Raid? Yeah. I don't know. See, the thing is that moving off of, I just want to move the money. It's big money for a guy who's getting paid 35. So, yeah, for the people who've been watching for a while, should I move Mason Franklin or not? Love it. Because Nesbitt could at least slide in to start and play every day. Switch hitter, first baseman. You don't think so? I could try again at the deadline if I'm not hitting with him. Yeah. Yeah, J-Hack, we're not going super fast. Not as fast as I was thinking. I could at least get 2 B potential prospects here, so that's a big plus. I mean, if I want to at least consider this for the future, I could even get, some C starter or C reliever or something like that. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll hold on to him for now, and then I'll try to dump him later on. Who else is on my trade list? Riddle, I'm probably not going to move. Foster's gone. I moved Jordan to Pittsburgh. I'm going to keep going then. I'll mess around with free agency some more later on, or trades some more later on. So let's look and see. That's 40 on my 40 man. This one's 40 on my 40 man. No, that's 37, 38. Okay. And the Kings are at 40. So should I clear a 40 man spot to try to draft a Rule 5er here for Atlanta? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I'm not gonna. There's not really anything I really want necessarily either. So if there's anything good for Cleveland, though, then we'll do that for the Rule 5 draft. Yeah, J-Hack, you're right. For realism purposes. But it'd be a big improvement for Colorado at least. But yeah, you're right. I'd have to send they'd have to send me some money to offset it probably. So Cleveland has the 3rd pick. And then for Atlanta, we actually have, where'd I go? Where are they? Oh, we're not on here because we have a full 40 man. Okay. I want to know what pick we would have had for the actual draft. We're probably around here though. Right, I agree with that too. So we'll see where we're at the deadline. It's going to be a little while before we get there, obviously, but we'll see. So should I do a Rule 5er? I like Fred Ball a lot. He's probably the best Rule 5 option. Obviously, Bradley Patterson is up there. I wouldn't bother with Cordova. Again, Fred Ball is probably the one. 62 with a B potential. Jimenez could work as well. Hargrove's a starter. Should I do Hargrove and then use him as a long reliever here? 66 overall. Looking to make a Rule 5 draft pick. He throws 95 already. 24 years old, 6'6". That might be the move then, actually, him over Ball, since he can at least be a long man. Rule 5 draft pick. What do you guys think? Isaiah Hargrove or not? Yeah, big starter, 6'6", 245. 4-seam, slurve, sinker, cutter, and a circle change. I think I want to have him just to be my long man, and then I'll figure out the rest of my bullpen later. But I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do Hargrove here. Love to see it. B potential, And it looks like no one else is going to get drafted, so I'm not even going to bother with the second one. There we go. I did. Yes, I definitely was going to draft him. Take a look real quick. Where'd he go? Isaiah Hargrove, my Rule 5 draft pick. He must stay on the roster the whole year. Here's the delivery. He's going to wear number 88, wearing some nice little Jordans right there. And, yeah, good pitch mix. Let's look at the controls. Yep, in the 50s for most of them. Changeups in 46. Not too bad. Not too bad for a 66 overall starting pitcher. I'm going to have him be a long man. Let's keep going through free agency here. I don't have much for more offers right now. Pickett goes to the Nationals. That's your picket fence right there. I didn't look at homers per nine, actually. 37 is the homers per nine. Per nines aren't fantastic. I mean, that's why he's a 66. Not going to hit much. Doesn't matter. We're in the American League. But young, projectable, should get better. Throws 95. It freeze? What's going on here? Okay, now we're good. Okay. I don't think I have any more offers out. I want to fill the roster at least. We're at 89 for Cleveland, and then for Atlanta, we're also at 89. So what else do I want to get? I definitely need a catcher here in Atlanta. I probably do for Cleveland, too. Yeah, I definitely need a catcher for both teams. Is it going slow for you guys? Is it lagging right now? It is for me. I don't know how to fix that exactly. It is going slow? Shoot. Okay. Maybe I'll stop and then try again. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah, the game looks fine for me, but the stream... Clear the waiver wire. Yeah, I can't look through the waiver wire. You try turning it off and then back on again? Shoot. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do to fix it, honestly. I mean, should I just stop the stream and then start it over again? I could reset my Wi-Fi while we wait real fast. I'm not entirely sure what to do though. Yeah, reboot the game. Sure. Sounds like I'm going to take a break. I'm going to save here and then I'll take a break and try to fix this right now. So bear with me here. But yeah, rebooting the game might be a good move. If I restart the system, I don't know. Okay, well, here, I'll do the BRB page.